In this video, we are going to look at how to set up the various payment fields within Collsoft. So if I go to Company and click on Payments, I can see that standard hours are already set up. And if I go all the way down to the bottom, I can see that a field for holiday pay and bank holiday pay is also set up. In the middle, I have 19 potential overtime fields to fill out. So the first one here, I want to just call it overtime time and a half. So if I hover over overtime and press F2, this will activate it. So I'm just going to pin overtime by 1.5. And that's what will appear on the pay slip if an individual is paid overtime at time and a half. Then I go to the second one, overtime, and I want this overtime by double, so I'm just going to call it overtime by 2. And in the third field, I'm going to call it overtime by time and a third, so I'm just going to pin by 1.33. I save that. So when I go in to process my wages and go into any particular week with any particular employee, I can now see that the payment fields I have set up are there. Thank you. In this video, I am going to look at additional payments in Collsoft. I am going to set up 2 additions, one a bonus which is going to be taxable and liable to tax, PRSI and USC, and the second addition I'm going to set up is travel expenses, reimbursed travel expenses, which is not liable to any taxes and is going to be included in the payslip as an addition to net pay. Firstly, I click on Company and then I click on Additions. As we can see, there's potential to set up 20 additional payments in Collsoft. They all come already ticked where tax, PRSI and USC is going to apply to each addition. The first one I'm going to set up is my bonus. As my bonus is liable to tax, PRSI and USC, I leave the boxes across here all ticked. The second addition I'm going to set up is my travel expenses. So because these are reimbursed travel expenses and are going to be added on to the net pay because they're purely just reimbursing the employee for what they spend, I need to untick all the boxes across here to ensure that they are added to net pay as a net addition, as opposed to the bonus, which is going to be a gross addition. The other thing I just want to show you is the BIK. BIK comes already set up in Collsoft. So the first one defaults to a vehicle, and the second one here we are going to just change the description and use it for health insurance. And it's already ticked that it's going to be liable to PAYE, PRSI and USC. It will also be added as a taxable addition and it will then automatically come off as a deduction in the payslip. So I'm going to save on that. And that is how to set up additions, taxable and non-taxable additions in Collsoft.